Hey everybody, it's Dreamer. I'm creating a video today, not kind of your normal POVs. I thought I would create a different style of video. On Monday, so tomorrow, on global servers, we have Dura's Trial coming out, the new floors in Dura's. So effectively, once we clear floor 11, we will open up the ability to have epic charms, the purple charms. So I thought that I would create a quick guide just highlighting who potentially you should be aiming to build purely from an AFK stage perspective. So we're not concerned with Dream Realm here. This is purely looking at it from AFK stages. I know other content creators like Puzzle have done a good job at creating and highlighting who you should be picking potentially from a Dream Realm perspective, like your Chimeras and your Ravions. However, what they don't tend to do is focus on AFK stages. So what I've done is I've just put together a really quick infographic which should be on the screen. On the left hand side we have our top priority or our first priority, and then going from left to right we kind of go to second and third priority. And this is for all of the classes, so you know, your rogues, your supports, your tanks, etc. And it's pretty straightforward. I don't think there's any super controversial picks in here. I think the only one that you potentially could kind of delve into and dive into is Kulu as the top ranger. The reason why I've got her at number 1 in the ranger slot is purely for 2 reasons. So one, I own Saida. She is my main damage dealer. I think if you don't own Saida, Byron is your main ranger and he should be the first person that you craft and build, purely because you're likely using Byron in that case as your main damage dealer. That doesn't apply to me. I have Saida, and I know many other people do. Therefore, I would pick Kulu. And the reason why is her charm bonus, and I will try and find it in the background while we talk. Her charm bonus this season, I think is really, really good for AFK stages. Her charm bonus will see or gain a ton of value in the comps that she's good at. So I'm just going to quickly hide the infographic. So damaging an enemy increases the damage they take by 8% for 5 seconds. And if at least 5 enemies are affected, she gets bigger. She gets more attack. And she's going to be doing this through her ult. And Saida and your artifacts are going to be benefiting massively from the increase in the damage they take. So yeah, I just think that she's really, really strong from a charm perspective point of view. So I would be using your charm dust from a ranger perspective on her. So coming on to that, and I'll quickly open my inventory. The reason I've segmented it the way I have through classes is because you'll know that in this season we're getting class dust. So we get some universal dust, which you can see here, which is just this golden essence. And then you get class essence. So I've got support golden essence, for example. So this infographic is designed just for effectively, you know, anyone to come in and say, who should I be looking at from an AFK stage point of view? I've got, you know, 5,000 warrior dust and it's 2,700 warrior dust. Sorry, it's 2,700 dust to craft a full epic charm set. So let's say I've got 5,400 warrior dust. Who should I pick? And the go-to answer is Aoren, if you haven't built, and Brutus. Those would be my 2 picks. And likewise, you can kind of go through this list and you can see who I would be picking. Now, it's really important to mention that your kind of universal, just blanket golden dust that you could use anywhere, I wouldn't go through this list and just craft what's on here. I would make sure that you're crafting the other support heroes, for example, like Pandora or Smokey. They are much more important than, say, Siren or Zandrock or even Iron. I would make sure that you are just utilizing this infographic if you've got spare dust in that class and you're wanting to progress in AFK stages. So yeah, I just wanted to put this together. I'm hoping it will help somebody. Like I said, different type of video. I think what I might do in future is create a few more of these, whether it's from a charm perspective or whether it's just kind of like a discussion around AFK stages. You know, I would like to talk about equipment being so prominent in this season so far and why that maybe is a good thing and why it's potentially a bad thing. I'd also like to talk about some of the recent kind of controversies. I'm saying that with air marks in person. Around stages like 5, 6, 7, that was particularly bad, and the community, I think, for the most part, is still fairly stuck at 866 total. So yeah, there's a few things that I think would be cool to touch upon, and I would like to create a video for. And this is kind of me just saying, if that's your, I'm from the UK, if that's your cup of tea, that's what you like, that'd be cool to you support and watch. But if it isn't, no worries at all. I'll continue to upload kind of my POVs and my standard stuff. You may have seen I've uploaded some more POVs, but what I've done is I've stopped pushing them towards you as a subscriber, because I don't want to flood you with just POVs. So if you're ever stuck on a stage and you think, oh, maybe Dream has done it and he's uploaded it, just have a look. I've created a playlist for all of the Season 5 AFK stages that I personally have had issues with. And if there is one that you're stuck with, I would encourage you to message me either in-game or on Discord. I'm quite active in the Yafala Discord. You're more than welcome to reach out to me in-game. My UID is in the bottom right. And just ask, because it's likely that I've recorded it or I've created something for it. I tend to record all of my pushing stages. So yeah, just drop me a message. And thank you so much for the support so far. It's been really fun. It's been really cool. And I look forward to doing more. And yeah, like my character says, I wish you an awesome day. Have an awesome day. And I shall see you in the next video.